Hi, chat. Welcome. We're still waiting on our fourth, so while we wait for our fourth, we're actually going to take a look at the cool new goodies that are out in that they've revealed so far in Aether Drift. Because like these are just so freaking cool. They're so cool. Um, let's just like dive right in actually on the commanders, and maybe our guest will also have something to say on them too. So, all right, let me get the energy one out of the way because I love energy clearly, but I hate teamer. So let me just all right, what do we got here? We have 𝔹𝕃ℂ𝔻 Radiant Creator, 1 and Teamer for a 4/4 Human Artificer. Whenever you cast an Artificer or Artifact spell, you get an energy. Okay, that's a lot of energy, yep. Um, and then at the beginning of combat on your turn, you may pay 3 energy. If you do, create a token. There's a copy of target permanent you control, except it's a 5/5 artifact creature, in addition to its other types, and has haste. Sacrifice at the beginning of the next end step. That's fine. Honestly, that's pretty normal. Excuse me. That's token copy of target permanent you control, but it's also a 5/5. You can really go like any heckin' way, like with this card at all. You could double your enchantments. I mean, I'm biased, and I'm definitely gonna say Madison Lee, but like, I mean, because like it's definitely right, right. Yeah, in terms of being able to get energy off of more casts, that's definitely very true. Most of the energy ETB things are like artificers, just like usually. I think I certainly haven't really checked. Um, yeah, yeah, potentially, perhaps. No, I mean, I think Sahelia is cool too. That I mean, she's teamer, so I'm naturally inclined against it. Um, but the fact that you do take any permanent, like it's not just artifacts, it's not just creatures, it's literally just any given permanent whatsoever. Now you just get a copy of it, and it's a 5/5. Like that is pretty cool. And haste and sack is like still is like makes it perfectly fine. Um, and still also for 4 mana too. So she's also just coming out at exactly 4. You could probably by the time you cast her, she's already just gonna have 3 energy to go into combat and get another big creature out with, and probably it's a creature that ETBs for energy. So yeah, she's gonna just pump out energy and cool stuff forever, just ad nauseum. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Where's the back one? And then P and the Lar also as a teamer card is like weird considering we've seen her as like red, red white. There's not been a red blue version of her, right? I don't, I don't think so. Um, but let's see. Teamer 2/4 human artificer. Whenever one or more artifact creatures you control deal combat damage to play, you gain 2 energy, which is pretty good. Artifact creature teamer base. Interesting. At the beginning of your end step, you may pay 1 or more energy. If you do, create a colorless vehicle named Nalar Aetherjet with flying and crew too. Oh, wait, this is really cute, actually. Okay. Artifact creature sort of typal, and really, or like honestly Thopter. This is like Teamer Thopters, really. Um, just because you'll always be able to hit with these artifact creatures because they're flying, and then you make an even bigger flying Thopter in a way. Yeah, that's actually pretty neat. That one actually looks kind of sweet. I might do a double take at that one for sure. And they definitely go together in like the same deck too. Artificer. And actually, yeah, Saheeli makes an artifact creature too. So that's even better if it has like trample or something like that. And then Temet, Noctimon's Will. Temet is a returning character, right? I think. 80% sure. But 2 and Esper, 4/4 zombie wizard, menace, vigilance. Whenever you attack, draw a card, then discard the card. Okay. Whenever you draw a card, zombies get +1/+1 until end of turn. Oh my lord. What's the other Esper zombie commander? Vona? Is it Vona? Verena, the Lich Queen. Whenever you attack with one of our zombies, draw that many cards and discard that many cards. You gain that much life. Okay, yeah. Temet with Verena Lich Queen is Esper zombie typal murder. That's gonna kill really, really quickly. And a giant horde of zombies being able to just like swarm over you, getting bigger because you draw cards, which is kind of what people do already. So on main phase, on draw, you're going to have your zombies get +1/+1. Then if you end up like playing more zombies on main phase 1, they won't have that buff. So it's good to remember, like, if you have tokens or stuff that come out from like a Field of the Dead or whatever, put those separately from the ones that get +1/+1 from your draw per turn. And then when you go to attack, draw, discard, and everything else will have +2, and the other one will have +1. That's, I guess, just like something to be of note as people play through Temet. But I mean, 5 mana 4/4, but you kind of start slapping pretty quickly, like immediately. I guess it's really like a 5 mana 5/5 in a way, although Temet doesn't attack that quickly. And then Hashatan, Scarab's Fist. I think that's the one you were talking about, Spencer. 2 mana, 1/3 zombie wizard. Whenever you discard a creature card, you may pay 2 and a blue. If you do, create a tap token that's a copy of that card, except it's a 4/4 black zombie. So very Scarab God coded, which like makes sense with the art and the flavor text. But you are discarding the creature card, so you probably want to end up doing like a lot of, I mean, draw, discard, like looting is obviously pretty good here, and then I mean, yeah, just cards that are forcing your own draw, discard, which Temet clearly does. Although you already be attacking when you draw, discard from Temet, so Hashton, the clone that you make, or the scare version that you make, will not necessarily be able to swing. Discard a creature card, pay 3, huh? That's actually like really balanced too, especially because Hashton costs 6, or sorry, 2. So you'll get out early enough, and then you'll start looting pretty early on, and from turn 3 forward, you can just make a copy of that card that you discarded. Hashtown's going to be really, really strong. And it's kind of in the same vein as Saheeli, where you're getting another creature on combat, and hoping like one of your cards is better than the other. Like Saheeli will make it a 5/5, so no, even if it's just like a 1/1, it'll still be a 5/5, but you already have to have it on the field. Whereas, and it dies at the end. Whereas Hashton, you want to discard something. No matter how big or small it was, it will be a 4/4, but you get to keep it. Hmm. Those two seem like the most even, honestly. The Hashton and the Saheeli. I think Temet is the face card because, I mean, it's more of a general zombie buff ability, which is pretty dope, but I really like Hashton. I don't know which one I like more, really. Temet's really strong. Temet was a Vizier in the first Omnikid set. He couldn't bomb himself. Was that Temet? I thought. Okay, cool. That's who I thought it was, but I didn't know if it was somebody else. Oh, okay, yeah, this guy. Yep. Vizier of Noctamon. Yeah. Yeah. And he gave at the beginning of combat on your turn of target creature token you can joke us +1/+1 and can be blocked and gains flying. Yeah, Temet Vizier of Noctamon is actually really good, just as like a regular commander. In fact, I'm pretty sure Brawl was something that they were pushing at the same time that Temet came out. Like, just he was at least still in standard, and I think that was my first Brawl deck. And only Brawl deck? First and only. Alright, so it looks like I can't reach Hannah. So I'm gonna see if I can get us a different fourth. Which sadly means no Radagast, because I did really want to see Radagast. Let me see if this man's able to play. Collector, what card have you seen from the recent spoilers that you're most excited for? Death Shadow Vehicle. Oh my god. What? 13. Oh, is that a green one, right? Or black? Oh, the last round. Oh my god. What is? Oh my lord. Hold on. Okay, what? Wait. Oh. I see the reference. Yo, that's sick. That's a really cool way to do Death Shadow. Have it as a vehicle, so it's not like it stays there, not really doing anything until it just kind of does. Damn, that's cool. That's cool. That is, you know what? You're right. That is a cool card. And if you open that in draft, I mean, 3 mana, pay 2, draw a card. You're gonna do a lot of damage to this guy. Yeah, that's really cool. And then that goes with Winter Curse Rider. I hope all the card people and their like cars have something to do with each other. So 1 in the black, Human Warlock 3/2, Ward pay 2 life. Artifacts you control have Ward pay 2 life. Okay. And then Exhaust, which is like the mechanic for doing something only once the whole game, right? Until it's a new object? Okay. Um Exile X target cards from graveyard. Each non-artifact creature gets -X until end of turn. Each other. Sorry, thank you. Each other. I was just about to say, like, damn, Winter destroys himself. That's kind of unneeded. Yeah, exile from your graveyard. Oh wow. Okay, so you really kind of want to discard then, huh? All cards from your. What? Damn, that's really good. Yeah, that's really really cool. Okay. Splinter, you said yours was the zombie, right? The zombie commander. You're like kind of most look forward to card out of the set so far. Yeah, that one seems really really strong. Yeah, and his art's pretty freaking cool too. The first place foils are hurting my eyes. The first place foils are interesting. They were definitely telling the truth when they said that like the yellow on like the computer screen doesn't do it justice. Um, I'm hoping that they're far prettier in person. And like the small video that they showed beforehand like does make them look cuter, but yeah, they do look pretty bad on screen. Bobby Christine, good to see you. Hi, Bobby Christine. You're not free to play right now, are you? I hate to be asking people at the last second like this, but I don't know where friends went. Okay, yeah, Sab Sunan, Luxa embodied. Okay, new god. Who this? 2 green and a blue, 6/6 legendary creature god. Reach, trample, indestructible. Can't block or can't attack or block unless it has an even number of counters on it. Okay, similar to the teacher from the Zimone precon. At the beginning of your first main phase, for the +1/+1 encounter on Sab Sunan, then if it has an odd number of counters on it, draw 2 cards. So, beginning of your first... So you play her. 0 is even. So you play her, and she is able to attack and block. I mean, she doesn't have haste, but she has reach and trample and indestructible, so she can block. And then next turn, she can't block, but you get to draw 2. And then she can again. Is it like a river thing? Is that the like motif that they're kind of going for? That the river ebbs and flows? Because that's what it sounds like it is. Bounty of the Luxion. Oh, you're right. It is a reference to Bounty of the Luxa, which was draw a card or get counters as like a 3-mana enchantment. Hold on, friends. Let me see if I can call this man's. Night Shield Parry, Midnight Wrangler. I like this Venom Saklagak. That's a cool card. Cloak Feast. Choose target creature, planeswalker vehicle, mill 2 cards, and destroy the chosen permanent if its mana value is less than or equal to the number of cards in your graveyard. Sounds like that blue-black Drown in the Lock? Sounds like Drown in the Lock. But just mono black instead. Let's see. A new dinosaur that has antlers. Agnosaur Rex, 5 mana, 8/8 with trample. Oh, they brought back cycling as like a full-on card. Okay, I got us a 4th. We're gonna go with Reversal Wizard. He was a cool guy. He's like, alright, you know, he's fine. When you cycle this card, put 2+++ and count up to 1 target creature vehicle, gains trample and indestructible until end of turn. Shit, that's good. Huh. Oh, I guess, yeah, you get to save your commander for the price of 3 mana and you get to draw a card. It's actually pretty cool. If it has no flood counters, you add a flood counter, make 3 mana, colorless and blue. If it has a flood counter, you remove the counter and draw a card. That's right. Right, Ravenlord, you're right. Yeah. Not being opponent's grave is a pretty big boost, but not being an instant or being able to counter is meh. Yeah. So the blue black one's still a little bit better, but it makes sense because it's 3 mana and blue black. Feelings on the start your engine mechanic for to my two guests here. Yeah. 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 So you play a start your engine card, and it starts at 1. And then that turn, if someone takes damage, you can get to level 2. And then next turn, you get to 3 if they lose life. And then the next turn after that, you get to 4. So on main phase 2, you can start, ideally, whatever. You can start using your max speed abilities. And that's like definitely a weird way to do it. A choice, one would say. I think being at 4, like 4 being the max speed is pretty okay. You still have to like work a little bit towards it, but it's not taking too long. It takes too long. Yeah, okay. Scoop says it takes too long. How do you feel about it, Collector? Pretty slow. Okay, okay. Yeah, it has that same vibe of just like, here's this extra resource that you as your own player, luckily it's just you and not, you have to kind of worry about where other people are on the dungeon or whatever, but yeah, you have to keep track about where you are. They said that the only way to get rid of these counters, there's just one card in the set, and they're not even counters too, which is great too. So it's like, by and large, you never have to worry after you get to 4, right? Like you count to 4 and then you're just done. You know that you're there. Yes, exactly. Similar to the City's Blessing, where you're just like, okay, I got to 10, I no longer have to count. I'm not gonna recount and lose it after I get board wiped or anything like that. This is very similar vibes. Um, and then at max speed, this creature has lifelink. Okay, I see it. Hazoret is busted though. Let's look at Hazoret. Hazoret Godseeker, 1 in the red, indestructible haste, 5/3. Start your engines, which is such a weird thing to see on the god. And then 1 in tap, target creature power 2 or less can't be blocked this turn. So yeah, she helps you get closer to, I guess, like a full engine or max speed, I should say, by just giving one of your creatures haste. Can't attack or block unless you have max speed. Yeah, that's definitely weird. Hi. Hi, hey, hi. We are. Yeah, you see the link. You got the link! Alright. My friends will be able to play in just a second. No, I think everyone's still here, right? Yeah. Ooh, and the Valor's flagship, just saying, Greasefang decks are eating too good, okay? A 7 mana 7/7 flying first strike lifelink vehicle. Some of your typical debauchery. We have an Ulalek and a Bumbleflower, and I'm playing an Izzet deck, so you know. I mean, mine's pretty normal for me. Yeah. And told them to kiss, and here we are. In Eldrazi party, yeah. There's tentacles everywhere. Alrighty. Glarb. Okay, well, let me change at least the overlay. We'll skip most of the introduction stuff because it's
Oh, so you
set
just
for.
don't like me?
Yeah, I'm not gonna take that much time to update your status on
Oh
here.
wow, crazy.
No, that'd be.
Reversal will save the day, and reversal just gets thrown to the side.
Yep. Thank you. All right. Yeah. Let's just kind of dive right into it so we can try to make sure we play enough of the game here. What are you playing again? You're playing
Larb.
Glarb. Glarb.
I played some CEDH against Glarb deck last night.
Ooh, I haven't seen the CDH list of Glarb.
It's like Doomsday Piles.
Mm, okay.
That sounds horrifying.
Very much
It was
so.
pretty good. He got stopped doing his Doomsday Pile though, so.
Ah.
Oh.
That's usually the way to defeat the
And
scary
then he
things.
was just kind of stuck with 3 cards left in his deck.
Oh.
And doing nothing else.
Okay,
Yeah.
but did they lose after that?
I think so.
Okay. At least there's some justice in the world. It'd be mess up if they just kind of like still won. All right. Well, with that out of the way, I think we should just begin the introductions here. So, hello, chat. Thank you very much for coming on through. Sorry for the weird start. Didn't have our fourth, but we have a fourth now. Reversal Wizard coming in clutch. Thank you very much, friend. Appreciate you.
Always, always.
And yeah, let's just go through our guests. So, actually, Reversal, you are in the first place. Tell us where people can
Oh,
find you and what type of deck are you running today?
hey, I'm Reversal Wizard. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, and Blue Sky at Reversal Wizard. I'm playing Glarb Reanimator. There's scary things in here like Toxrill, Valgava, but we're having a good time.
Toxrill
And
and Valgavoth. Okay, cool, great. Yeah, no, that's good. That's great. All right, and then over to our next phase, MTG Collector. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I did that wrong. Actually, Splinter is actually next because I messed up the order again. There we go. Splinter, where can people find you, and what type of deck are you running?
I am playing Bumbleflower. It's group head. Sure. And
Yeah.
you can find me anywhere at Splinter Twink. That's about it.
That's about it. All right.
I love that name.
Sounds good. And then MTG Collector's Corner. Thank you very much. First time on the stream. Sorry that it's already so chaotic, but I appreciate you being here. Who are you? Where can people find you? And what type of deck are you running tonight?
You can find me everywhere online. MTG Collector's Corner. I mostly do YouTube, Instagram, Blue Sky. And then I'm playing Ulalek, and it's just the two Eldrazi Commander precons just mashed together, and I threw some Titans in there for fun. So
that sounds great. That's wonderful. All right, looking forward to seeing what the combined Eldrazi masses do. And then I'm your host. Hello, everyone. I'm playing Mystics of the 𝔹𝕃ℂ𝔻. My goal is to play a bunch of X spells, and the X spells get cheaper over time, and then the X spells just cost for more for me paying so much less. It's fun. I like it. Experience counters are goofy, and that is about it for me. So let's take a D20, friends, and roll to see who goes first.
D20.
Yeah.
Got a 1.
A 1, okay. I got
a D20. Hold on, I gotta go.
I got a 7.
A 7, you say?
Oh, there's no one in here. I wasn't prepared. It's always 2d6s.
I know. I changed it up.
Here we go.
No one's ever prepared.
I got a 14.
Oh.
14. Okay, I think 14 was the highest?
14 is the highest.
Alrighty. Alright, Splinter Twin, start us off. And Collector's Corner, just make sure you add your commander. To the old spell.
I need a mulligan.
Yeah, mulligan until you get a keepable. Which I
mulligan till you have the combo.
Well,
yep.
I mean, that's implied, clearly.
It's always implied. Mulligan till you have the combo.
Actually, I'm gonna roll it into.
Okay, I can keep this.
All right. Let me shuffle again really fast.
It's snowing outside.
Oh, it's snowing outside for you?
Yeah, in the South it doesn't do that. And when it
Yeah.
does,
No, it
ain't
does. Same
bad.
here. I'll keep this hand.
I'm keeping as well.
Yeah, I'm keeping mine.
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
Ready to
Start us
start?
off. Yep.
Let's do it.
Untap, upkeep, draw a card. Let's play a brushland, taking a damage for a Fintorn Elves and passing the turn.
All right,
Playing
corner. It's
a
all you.
command tower and passing.
An aggressive stance, to say the least. I'm actually just gonna play an island and pass.
I am gonna draw. I am going to play this forest, playing this soul ring, playing this swiftfoot boot. That's turn.
Alrighty.
Oh,
Untap, upkeep,
cool. Yeah.
draw a card.
Okay. You join the stream and you're just like, okay, as long as I have a soul ring turn one, that's fine. Yeah.
Well, I got cheat,
Mm-hmm.
Play an island.
Ooh.
Pay 2. Cast a thought vessel. Got a little glare. Pass the turn.
Okay.
These spoilers look crazy. I haven't really looked at all of them. What's the
Playing a
Yeah.
waste and pass.
They do look really cool. I wanna go over all of the where the like different leaders you can be. I'm gonna play a Sovereign Grounds, and then play Baral, Chief of Compliance.
Oh, counterspell.deck.
No, no.
I don't believe that.
I'll pass the turn.
That didn't sound convincing at
No.
all.
Mm-mm.
Keep draw. I will just play this overgrown tune tap, and I'll pass the turn.
Alrighty. End step, I'm going to cast a brainstorm. Cool to resolve brainstorm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Draw 3.
Nobody plans any free spells, right? Right?
Right? We
Right?
would never.
Put
Let's see
this
what
back on top. And put this back on top.
Quickly, someone mill a Splinter Twink for 2. It's our only hope.
That's fine.
Oh. Damn.
Go to my turn. Untap, upkeep, draw a card.
quick. Do it now.
Play a Windswept Heath.
Okay.
Crack Windswept Heath for 1 life.
I still need to get a Business Bumbleflower deck. I need to actually get all those decks. I have none
It's
of them.
very fun. I'm gonna go get a Spara's headquarters.
Spara.
And look at that, not brainstorm locked anymore.
Convenient.
Interesting.
Interesting. I mean, let's
Alrighty.
do that way.
Alrighty. Then I'm going to tap out for my commander. And taking a damage for that from Brushland and passing the turn.
The Bumble is here.
Bumble's here. Bumble's bounce.
Going to play an Urza's Mine.
It's yours.
Pass. It is mine. It's Urza's too.
They're co-parenting the mine.
Yeah.
I'm afraid. You just have Natural Tron in hand?
Why would you ask such a thing?
Well, hey, I play Tron, so sometimes I just have it in my hand.
I'm just gonna play an island and a lightning greaves.
Oh.
Oh, so that's guy, and I'll pass.
So that's have a cute draw. Oh, play an island. Yeah, let's go ahead and get Glarb out here. Attempt to play Glarb. Now we'll go ahead and equip Swiftfoot boots. I'll float one. I'll take a little peeksy, and I'll pass. No attacks.
No attacks, huh?
No,
What?
I don't want to. I don't want to make any enemies.
Draw a card.
I hope Mrs. Bumbleflower will let me draw some cards.
Oh,
Give me the cards.
I could do that. I could do that. You like what's on top of your deck?
I don't trust that. I don't trust that answer.
Well, if you don't like what's on top of your deck, then I guess you don't have to draw any cards. I'll play an Arid Mesa. I'm gonna crack the Arid Mesa.
I do not trust that. I do not trust that.
No, it's pretty
Nope.
scary.
I am a reanimator deck. You might want to be careful.
Okay. Gonna go find a plains of some flavor. It's going to be a hallowed fountain. Whenever I find it. Where is the hallowed fountain? There's the hallowed fountain. We're gonna have it come in
I haven't seen that one.
untapped.
I haven't seen that art in forever.
Which one?
The Hollow Fountain art. I just haven't seen it in forever.
Your eyes deceive you.
Nah.
All right. Got a hallowed fountain.
Wobble Goblin, hi.
Here.
We'll be ready for our game.
Start
next.
it off funny.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Let's get this game rolling. This is good for everyone if it starts
Yay.
getting passed around.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna
I was
cast
like, wait, what?
a coveted jewel.
Coveted jewel, you say?
When I cast coveted jewel, I'm going to point a bumbled flower trigger at herself, and reversal, I will give you a card.
Yeah.
The eyes
Already.
deceive,
Good
what
to
the
resolve
mind does
coveted
not.
jewel. First of all, resolving Miss Bumbleflower trigger. Good to resolve coveted jewel.
Absolutely. I love a good coveted jewel.
Hold on, I might have a response.
Boo.
How much mana do you have
You
access
don't-
to? Wait, what's up?
Boo.
What? Huh?
Boo.
You don't want a coveted jewel?
No, I'm not
You don't
attacking
even
with
want-
this deck.
Alright, whatever, man.
Yeah, I'm just. You have no mana access, right? Yeah. I'm just gonna syncopate for one.
Everyone be aware of the fun police.
Boo.
Oh my gosh! I
Hold
wasn't
that
gonna take
syncopate up.
part in it.
Hold that syncopate up. You have some different flavor text at the bottom. What does that say?
What does it say? Don't deny my heart, even if you counter spells. That's cute. That was made by a former
Okay,
coworker
so
of mine.
coveted jewel is countered, and
Yes.
I will swing at Crow for 2 in the air and pass.
Or you have a brawl trigger.
Oh, yeah. Was it draw discard? Draw. You know what? I'll discard Cyclonic Rift. There we go. See?
I don't press that.
Okay.
You're playing, is it?
Yeah.
Playing a corrupted crossroads and passing.
Alrighty.
I don't trust this land go shenanigans.
I'm
watching you.
Yeah.
I play Eldrazi. I
Let-
know what you're doing.
I'm gonna put Lightning Greaves on the Baral, just to put those thingers on.
Dang it, I wanted that coveted jewel.
I wanted the coveted jewel.
I needed it.
Yeah.
For nefarious reason.
Yeah. I'm gonna tap 3 lands. I'm gonna cast Frantic Search. Untap these 3. I have a floating blue. Draw 2, then discard 2. Fuck, brother.
Yeah, get rid of both of those.
Just one.
It says discard 2. You gotta get rid of both of
I
them.
know. Oh yeah, discard 2. Man, this sucks. All right, it discards a Phi. That sucks.
Aww.
Yeah, this is like the only deck Zephi can actually be used in. Zephi is a very difficult commander.
Very.
I'm literally just looking for a red source.
You know, if you had swung at me and gotten a coveted jewel, you would have had 3 cards and 3 red mana.
Yeah.
I would only be able to swing with Varal, and I'm pretty sure he'd be blocked.
Oh, you can just make deals. You like doing those.
I do like doing
True.
those.
But the time for negotiation has passed. Now
Yep.
Reversal Wizard is my new best friend.
Friendship over with Kuro Hitsuki. Now Reversal Wizard is my best friend. All right, I'm gonna play this experimental augury. Is there anything to proliferate? No one has a counter. You know what? I'll put a counter on Bumbleflower.
Yeah, you will.
Okay.
No.
You feel bad.
I do. All right. And Is It Boilerworks? Thank the Lord, and I'll play this Is It Boilerworks and bounce this island to my hand.
That's tempo right there.
It is. It really is. I'm gonna pass. This sucks.
Tap.
My tempo.
Key.
Chad, that
Giraffe.
sucks, bro. I can't believe I like stormed off
I'll take
like
a
with
little
a
peek.
storm count of like 2. I guess
Say
it could
a
have kept
shipwreck
going,
mark.
but I literally just don't have a red source. That sucks. We're getting off on a.
And then once again, I'm just gonna.
Negative.
I'm taking my time. I'm gonna pass.
We're gonna make it an Is It background
Untap.
in celebration for my commander
Upkeep.
specifically.
Draw card.
Ugh,
Uh,
the eyes deceive. I
let's
know.
see
I'm so
here.
sorry. Chad, how we been?
Okay,
Sorry, it's been like a heck of a
2.
couple days, just like in general.
Cast myself a Farseek.
My life notwithstanding,
Any
just
thoughts
kind
on Farseek?
of
When
things
I
in
cast
general.
it, I'm going to put another counter on Bumbleflower. And...
But I hope that
Sorry,
y'all
Eldrazi
are
player, I missed your name. What was it?
Josh.
doing okay.
Josh? Alright,
And,
Josh, you can have a card this time.
surviving a bit.
Hey.
Alright, now we're on Farseek. Anyone have anything to say about Farseek?
Nothing
No.
over here. What type of monster would I be to take away someone's lands?
I don't know.
I mean, you
Took
took away.
away my coveted jewel.
Because the coveted jewel I was never going to participate in.
Oh, boo-hoo. I'm gonna go
Boo.
find a...
Wait, what turn were we at where you were doing coveted jewel? Isn't that 6 mana? What the fuck?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh my god.
Breeding pool. This is what happens when you hit your land drops and play ramp cards. Like, what?
I never
Right.
miss a land drop. The play ramp cards is the green part though. That is true. I can't partake in that.
I played a Fintorn Elves and a Thought
Yeah.
Vessel.
Yeah.
It's not exactly groundbreaking.
Well, you know.
So I'm gonna get a breeding pool out tapped. Shuffle.
This music sucks.
Then we're going
sorry.
to
I have like a different playlist.
Pay,
It's like not even remotely close to fun.
2
I know this is like kind of
to
like the
cast
default music.
a
but...
Sheltered by
we're gonna
Ghosts,
take
targeting Miss
default.
Bumbleflower.
Ooh, this card is the most pushed 2-drop I have ever fucking seen. It's
card.
so
I
good.
absolutely despise this card.
and
When I
Oh,
cast it,
it's
I'm gonna point
so
another
good.
Bumbleflower trigger at herself, and Reversal Wizard, you can have a card.
Hey.
All right. Anything to say about Sheltered by Ghosts?
Nope, nothing at all.
Nope.
Okay. Enters the battlefield. Bumbleflower now has 1/0 lifelink and ward 2, and I'm going to exile Kuro's Lightning Greaves until it leaves the battlefield.
It's not like you gave Reversal 2 cards, but he gets to keep his boots.
Or my soul ring.
I don't understand why you're confused by this whole situation.
Sure.
I will play a Yavimaya Coast as my land for turn. I will then go to combat. I'm going to spread the love a little bit. We're going to swing 6 Bumbleflower in the air at Josh.
Okay.
Alrighty, I will gain 6. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Alrighty,
And then I will
alrighty.
pass the turn.
We're gonna
I
have
will
to...
at the end of turn.
Do our best.
I will
here.
flash in Fairy Mastermind.
Oh, you should have done that while I was drawing cards.
Did you? You only drew one, right?
I drew 2 after I bumbleflowered for a second time.
Nah, it's fine. Josh drew a card, so Josh, each player will draw a card. I'll draw 2.
Cool.
I thought you
What's
only
going
drew
on?
one.
Oh, you're activating Fairy Mastermind.
Mhm.
Okay.
I see. I see.
Oh dang it! I wish I wouldn't have. I need
Good
these
job,
cards.
reversal. Never change.
never change.
Never change.
And that's it. That's it.
Okay, my turn.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to play an Arcane Lighthouse. I'm going to tap for 3. I'm going to pay 1 life for a red, and add a red with Command Tower for a Spawn Gang Commander.
Spawn Gang Commander.
man.
When he enters, I get 3 Eldrazi spawns.
Oh.
I can pay 1 and a colorless and sack a spawn to deal 2 damage to any target.
Sheesh.
Hey,
Sheesh.
2 damage.
2 damage.
My Fairy Mastermind.
And that'll be my turn.
My accolades. Okay.
The Bumbleflower has Vigilant. Oh,
Vigilance. Yes. And Ward 2.
Shelter by Ghost is crazy.
Very cool. Big fan.
The card is ridiculous.
It's the most push 2 drop I've ever seen. It's so good. It's so good. Like, I'm not even that mad that it's that push. I'm just wondering why. Like, what were they just like, you know what hasn't had any love in a while? Mono white. It's like, yeah, sure.
The most busted enchantment ever.
Yeah.
Storm killing artist.
Storm.
Let's not talk about how broken that card is.
Hey, yeah. 4 mana at the very least, but still, yeah. I mean, yeah, this guy.
This card is still very
Listen, you know?
Storm Kiln's a what by default? Is Storm Kiln's a what by default?
A 2/2 by default.
Okay. And then you only have 1 artifact?
Correct. No, I don't, because the Greaves are
Oh, right. Haha.
gone.
Who did that?
Someone mad at a 6-drop being countered. I'll pass.
Strange. Untap, upkeep, draw. Take a little peek.
Take a little peeksy.
Takes a little peeksy poo. I don't really want to have to do this, but I want to cast a spell this turn, so I'm gonna do it.
Big fan of casting spells.
We love casting spells.
I'm gonna cast Breach of the Multiverse.
Oh!
Oh, wait.
Yeah. Cool.
I don't have any responses.
Same.
Alrighty. Please don't hit a Titan. But each of us will mill 10 cards, and I will reanimate a Planeswalker or creature from each of.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You got a Flux Channeler from me, and that's it.
Oof. You did not get much from me. You got either a Sakura Tribe Elder or Jor-El, 1 Volley Recluse.
Wait a minute. Okay. And then, Josh, what did I get from you?
Sorry, I missed.
You got mill 10.
Okay.
You mill 10, and hopefully you don't hit a Titan.
Oh.
Please. Oh, mother. Do they just auto shuffle, or do I get to resolve the spell?
No, that's a triggered ability. So you're still resolving the spell. You're gonna get the Titan.
Yeah, you get the Titan.
Yeah.
But if I don't want the Titan, I don't want the game to be over that fast.
I
We're having a
mean,
good time.
I think you're probably just gonna take the Titan, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me the Titan.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are we playing here?
You got Kozilek, Butcher of Truth.
All right. Do you want a 1/1 that sacrifices for a basic land, or do you want a 2/2 or a 1/2 that makes you a 2/2 whenever you draw your second card?
I want Jor-El.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
Flux
what do I?
Channeler.
Flux Channeler. All right, let me write down my
Cast 9
thing.
creature spells and proliferate. Yeah.